Okay, so I got cut off, so we're going to start again to show you one more time the process. So I go to posts, I'm in the dashboard, I logged in, posts, add new. All right, I'm ready to add a new one. So I go to TenFold, content, ready to publish, posted, and this time I'm going to do the 7 worst cold call mistakes and how to avoid them. So I'm going to copy the title. And then, let's see, this was the one we did early on, so the SEO percentage is down there. We're good. So I'm going to copy the body text. Okay. And I see that there are a couple of links. I want to keep that in mind to check. And I see that there's a numbered list, so I'm going to have to make sure that that translates properly into this funky interface. All right. So I'm cleaning up the extra spaces. And I see that it's happening. The spaces are inconsistent, so I'll have to check that out in the view to see how it's working. Okay, so let's check and see. DJ Carroll, he's there. Normal phone is there. Okay, I'm going to go back and check for the keyword cold calling mistakes. I'm going to enter that into the SEO at the bottom. Okay. And I'm going to find my meta description from the text that will have to have the phrase cold calling mistakes. Cold calling mistakes, there it is. So that's a little long. So I'm going to cut off the last sentence. No, it's still a little long. So I'm going to cut off the end of the sentence. I'm going to add that you're making the same old cold calling mistakes, so it means the same thing. All right. So now I'm going to save a draft, do my SEO check. And we got the green light, that's good, right here. So now I'm going to go to my image site and I'm going to look for something around cold calling mistakes. Let's see. That's a hideous photograph. So we'll do cold calling. So I'm looking. These are horrible. They're all really cheesy. So let's see, we'll just do telephones. We'll do something just evocative rather than literal. I kind of like this because it's like old-fashioned. It gives the sense that things need to change because they're out of date. That's probably overthinking it for these guys, but this is actually kind of interesting. And there are 7 of them. Perfect. So it's downloading. Now I'll go back to my post page. I'll get that image in there. Okay. I do save all of these stock photos. Some of them I save them all in a central stock photos folder. I don't usually separate them out by client unless I think I'm going to need to find them again for that particular client. With these guys, maybe it's smart to do that. So then, let me move my video screen down. I'm going to insert it into the post. I deleted the caption I think you saw, I don't want that caption. And there it is. I'll give a little more space. They don't seem to do categories, and it's never been something that we've been instructed to do, so I haven't. So all this stuff on the side, it just hasn't come up, hasn't been a thing. Even setting the feature to, like, we can try. I don't think it'll do anything. Okay. So, okay, let's get this in there. Cold calling. So I'm not sure what's going on with that SEO, but you can see how stuff gets just kind of wonky. So it is in the article heading, and it is in the page title. So let's save the draft again and see if those changes are reflected. So let's try that. We'll take out the punctuation to see if that helps. It recognized this as the keyword. It did. That was it. It was the punctuation, the dash, that was throwing it off. So we're good here. Now we're going to check it with preview. It opens up in a new window. Let's see. That's what I was working in. It opened up over here. 7 worst cold calling takes, how to mistakes, avoid them. So it did, yeah, it kept the numbers here, but it didn't here. So we need to fix this formatting so it's consistent. So I'm going to go back to my page and let me move my recording screen down. I'm going to hit text. So I'm going to look for okay, so the OL is the beginning of the list. So I'm going to get rid of all those OLs and LIs. Could probably make this easier by putting everything through some kind of format clearing software like Notepad or just something, or putting it in an email and deleting all the and clearing all the formatting. That's sometimes a trick that I do. But honestly, it's probably just as much time to do this, so to do this and do that. So let's see, I'm just cleaning everything up. Let's leave that there. That was not part of the list. So here's another one. So I'm getting rid of all the LIs and OLs. Maggie, you might know a better way to do this, in which case let me know. How to clear out formatting, HTML formatting that you don't see on the visual page, but that shows up on the text page. Okay. So now we have all these things. I'm actually going to make that one paragraph for now until I can. Okay, let me check that one. You're pitching instead of discussing. Where is that? You're not listening. Let's see. Well, let's see how it looks on the page. Well, let's actually add. So you can see it can get a little messy with the formatting if there's any kind of list thing happening. So I'm going to highlight all this and I'm going to turn it into a list from this page, from the visual page. So let's see what that looks like in the preview. So it's just the you're not listening. Okay, so I'm gonna go to you're not listening and let's try that. Let's preview that. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Okay, there we go. Actually, I'm gonna make this a heading 2 to make it stand out a little more. This one's taking a while. All right, so we're good. It looks good enough. I'm gonna publish it. All right, I'm gonna preview the changes one more time. Make sure there I didn't miss anything egregious. So this is a little long to me, and it's a little hard to read, so I'm going to go, whatever they're heading to is all caps, which is annoying. So I'm going to shorten this up a bit. 7 terrible cold calling mistakes. Let's see how that looks any better. Preview the changes. So how to avoid them. I think I'm just going to do 7 terrible cold calling mistakes. And honestly, Terry will tell you I am overthinking this. This content is not that valuable. I'm also going to bold it to make it stand out a bit. But you want it to look good. You want it to be worth your time and their time. So okay, I am satisfied. That's good enough. So we're published here. Just one last thing. I want to put a little space. No. Okay, I just screwed that up. It's okay. Okay. And you are also getting a window into me. Okay, that's fine. All right, we're good there. We're good there. Now I'm going to log out. Update the changes. Okay, so then I've used this copy, so I'll go back to my posted. I'm going to move this into reposted. And then I would choose another one to upload. So yeah, that was kind of a messy video. That particular one, the formatting was real funky. So, but 10 minutes per post is not bad. And it might take that to get situated, find the photo, orient, fix mistakes, move on. Let me know if you have questions. Thank you.